I've chosen them very carefully because they don't involve any gadgets. You've got your hand, your body with you wherever you are. So there's no need to worry wherever you might be to think, oh, I haven't got something, because you have, wherever you might be, in the supermarket queue, in the car, waiting in a queue somewhere, in a hospital waiting room, wherever you might be, you've got these available to you. And they're simple to use. And that's really important, I think, to know that. The regularity of them is important. And the two ways of doing them is a proactive way of looking after ourselves. The more we do them proactively on a regular basis, the more they'll become familiar to us, and the more our bodies will become familiar with them, and they'll become second nature to us, so that they're always there available to us, so that when we're reacting to something, they're available for us too. I choose to do this by having a walk with my dog is part of my day-to-day routine, and I incorporate this into that work. And I started doing that particularly during the lockdowns for the pandemic, when you're only allowed outside for an hour, and it was just excruciating for me. And so I really wanted to make the most of that time that I had out. And I realized to begin with that just having a walk wasn't enough, because I came home and really hadn't made the most of that hour out. And then so I started incorporating my Fab4 and more into halfway through the walk. So I'd have a walk first of all to get rid of all my energy and pent up energy and fight flight, and needing to get rid of my flight of walking as fast as I could, because there's so much pent up energy from those difficult days. But then I'd find a tree, there was a regular tree, and I can imagine it straight away, as I used to go and lean against. See my body straight away remembering that experience. I'd lean against the tree. That's why the person in green is so important to me. Make myself stop, which was really difficult when I was buzzing from all that was happening. Really sensed in, and then did my other Fab4 and more. And then the second part of my walk, and you can hear it even in my energy, just remembering that. And that's part of this. The more we practice it, the more it becomes part of our system. The second part of the walk, coming back home again, was a very much more regulated walk. If you want to talk it in polyvagal language, it's very much more connected. I was much more connected to my body brain, connected to my outside world. It was a very, very different quality, because I spent maybe only 5 minutes doing this activity, but really switching states, really sensing in, and doing the other things that we'll go through. And I still incorporate that into my day-to-day walks. If I don't, because I'm busy, or I'm having a walk with a friend or something like that, that life means that I haven't done it the same way, I really miss it. And by the end of the day, I think, I missed it. So then I'll try and make up for it. But having that as part of it, it really it really makes a huge difference to me. And with my trauma background, I can't tell you how much I value it, that there is something that I've got available to me that I can really regulate. And I use that so much when I'm having to do training, or difficult calls, or difficult circumstances coming up. I'll use these then as a reactive way. I'll notice what my system's starting to jizz up a bit, and then I'll have them available to me. So the more we can use them proactively, the more we'll get used to using them.